Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin. I'm actually going to go over Matic real quick too, because I just want to get an update to that. And the bear sentiment out there is going crazy right now, guys. So I'm gonna it's to be expected. This is to be expected. I am not letting it bother me one bit, guys. So Bitcoin, okay, it's probably coming down, in my opinion, a five-way move, but Bitcoin has done a good job of coming down pretty deep in these oscillators, guys. So um what I'm saying is that Bitcoin is making moves in a way where it's resetting the cycle, guys. Okay. It's in a correction. It could be in here for who knows how long. I cannot predict how long it'll be in there. It could be in there for a while or it could stop today. Just don't know, guys. But it's in a correction process. But if this is a five, it's going to bounce and it's going to minimum do another one over here. So whenever it gets done in here, I still think you can get down to 26.8. I think it's just going to gravitate real slow down to 26.8 and then maybe do a bounce up to 28 or 29. And then you want to see what it's going to do over there, guys. Okay. That's really it. Now, the other thing is, too, on the S&P 500, these crash folks, it's not going to crash, guys. It's not going to crash. And I'm going to show you some data right here. This S&P 500. Now, if this goes up, Bitcoin's going to go up. Now, what I cannot determine is this a correction? Is it coming down? And is this a correction for it to come back down over here like that? I don't know yet, guys. I don't know yet. But this right now is trending this way. It's going like this. Okay. The section that it's in right now is due for a correction. Okay, because it's gone up impulsively, and the S&P 500 needs to come down for a correction. Now, some people had asked me on Twitter about this whole melt-up theory. I don't agree with the whole melt-up theory. It could happen. It could, but I'll tell you what you want to look for if it's going to happen. Okay, it'll be very simple, and it's going to probably, if that happens, it will be explosive. But you see this wave right here. Okay, this is a wave, and this is a correction right here. This is a long, drawn-out flat, and here's another correction or another wave going up, and it's going to come back down like that. Okay, and then it's going to go up again, probably like that, and it's going to come back down. Okay, so it's going to make 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then this thing is just going to rocket ship right over here like that. If you believe in that, that's what I would be looking for. The issue with this whole section is going to happen with the S&P 500, as you can see from May of 22, how much time it's going to be sitting in there. Okay, and there'll be all kinds of bearish sentiment. So that's how I'm looking at it with the S&P 500, guys. If that's something you do, I don't think so. I think the chances that this is probably some sort of maybe A wave, and here's a B wave. This is a flat move. This is a flat move right in here, guys. I've showed videos about that. And then it could be going up into a C wave. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that potentially, guys, is what I'm checking out. It's gonna have we're gonna have a correction here soon. Same thing with Bitcoin, guys. It's in a correction, so they all sync up. Now here with Matic, okay. I go over the short time frame with Matic, guys. Matic is in a fifth wave, and it's struggling to get this done because of the macro environment. Everybody's scared, and you can see the assets are in it's like a consolidation. Like Chainlink is just sitting there sideways, wants to go up, comes back down, wants to go up, comes back down. And the markets are just not ready. They're not ready to go full-blown bullish quite yet, if you will, like what people are expecting. So Matic could be a grind, guys. Matic could be a grind. It'll probably go up and grind, go back up again. And maybe it's going to take it a long time to get up there, guys. So far, it has shown that. So here's the wave and then this second wave, okay? So here's a short time frame with Matic. Yeah, I'm on the daily on the oscillators. The oscillators are getting down, RSI, stochastics, and down here. So it's in a reversal area, in my opinion, for Matic. So when Bitcoin does a correction, this is probably going to pop up. You might hit $1.20 to $1.30 or something like that. Okay. So with Matic, it's a wave, and then it came down into a correction right here, guys. I'll break this down for you. What it did. It's a long, arduous deal here. Believe me, this is not. Believe me, this is not fun. This is not fun. This is a trader's market. If you know what you're doing. However, if you're in this market and you don't want to go through too much pain with Matic, Matic was the buy over here, and you just hold it and you just let it finish what it needs to do. Okay. Or you bought it here and you just let it finish what it needs to do, and you be confident that, hey, this is going to finish this play, and you might have to ride it for a while. But that's probably the least painful way to deal with this. So here's this three-way move, and then over here was a three-way move, and then back down, back up, and then this is a five-way move down that it did for ABC. So 3, 3, and then a 3. So A, B, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that 2 ended all the way over here, okay, for Matic. So it went up into a wave. So August the 22nd, it finished there, and then it went into a second. And for 141 days, it's Matic is like Quant, except it ripped off its wave over here. So what Matic did over here, okay, I'm going to show you what I did is just decided to investigate it, because I was like, what is going on with Matic, man? This thing is like really getting annoying. So here's its wave, okay? And Matic made a extended fifth wave. It was a FOMO fifth wave that it made in this section right here. As you can see in your RSI, let me go back to a daily. You can see the peak is right here, and then you get your divergence from here to here, okay? So this whole thing was your FOMO fifth, that it went up like that, and then it came down and corrected it, okay? So that's how I'm labeling that. So it's 1, 2, 3, and this is your 4, and then in this section is 1, 2, 3. This is a flat 4, 5 for a whole fifth wave that goes up like so, guys, okay? And then this is a three-wave move right here, guys. You can see it in the RSI. So it came down right here, boom, and then you got a connector in this section, and then a C wave. This is A, B, C, okay? On the five-wave moves, you need to see divergence, okay? You want to see a good amount of divergence on a move like that to count that a five-wave move, and you don't have it. As you can see, from this peak to this peak, there's no divergence. So that peak to that peak, no divergence, telling you that's a three-wave move, okay? I see that a lot, making a mistake. Just because it will go straight down like that, it doesn't rule out it can't be a three-wave move, guys. You got to investigate the RSI, see what the data is telling you. You can see right here in the stochastics, in this section where that ended right there, boom, you see how it dragged it up real high in there, but it went just right there. So it's ABC right there, and then back down. And then it has a wave over here. So here's the deal. Here are the options with Matic, okay? Come up into a wave, it corrected it. It went up into a wave, did it end here, here? It remains to be seen. But here's the deal. Here's the deal with it, okay? This section that it's in right here is 3, and then a 3, and it's coming down for a 5. So this section is an AB. It's a three-wave swing back. Whether it ended here, here, it's a three-wave swing back, okay? Like so. All right? So Matic is still bullish, because Matic is going up in 5, and it's pulling back in 3, okay? So, and you can look at the wave structure. If you come to the wave structure of Matic, it's still bullish, guys, even though it seems like it's bearish, okay? It seems like it's bearish. So I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about, what Matic could be doing. If you come to the S&P 500, I've showed this before, guys. If you come to sections like when they start off, so here's the S&P 500. This is like Matic came down into its wave, and it ripped off its wave, right? A wave 1. Look at what the S&P 500, so let's say it rips off, everybody's scared, it rips off a wave, it goes up here, and people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to get into here. But if you can see with its 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 sequence, I mean, if you entered in right here at 1123, you rode this up and went back down, you rode this up and went back down, you know, over a period of August of 2010 to 2012, you know, you only made 10% gains over those 2 years, guys. If you see the section that it went in there, and then you see finally it ripped out of there, setting itself up. It's a similar situation with Matic, okay? So here's the deal with Matic. Up in the wave, it's a 3, 3, and then a 3 for a 2. So it's up in a wave, back in 3. Technically, with this wave right here on Matic, guys, is bullish. Why is it bullish? Because it didn't correct that deep. It didn't correct that deep. It went sideways. It went sideways, okay? So the sideways move to take up more time. All right, so now here's another one over here for a wave, and it came back down in 3. So up in 5, back in 3, up in 5, back in 3. I know it gets frustrating, and so many people just want to see this thing start going like that. You know, I don't know when it's going to do that, but the day will be coming sometime. For Matic is probably going to make. So if you think about that, guys, if you're in an asset, right, you're in an asset, a crypto asset, and most of the time it's in a correction. It's going up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. So 70, 80% of the time you're in a correction, and then it goes from here to here real quick. 10% of the time, then it goes back into a correction. So you can see how people that have been in Bitcoin since 2014 are underwater. If you can believe it. People that have been in Bitcoin in 2014 are underwater. Why? Because they're trying to catch that bottom and ride that wave up. So they find it from the hype and all the friends, and then it's at the very end, and then they get back down, and then they're back underwater, okay? Just like so over here, they're back underwater, okay? Because they got into the hype with Bitcoin, they're back underwater, so now they're back down here, and they're like, oh, and they might sell, or they don't want to wait, and they get back out, and they're back into the hype again, and they get back out, and they're back underwater, guys. And that's what's happening probably with Matic and frustrating a lot of these people that are in it, that are just not going to hold on to this asset or not trade it carefully. So up in 5, back in 3, right? So this section right here, I'm going to go into that section right there, okay? And see, here's the deal with Matic, okay? As long as Matic maintains that 94 cents, okay, it should be in the process of making another wave over here, okay? This right here, this wave, to me, can be impulsive wave, okay? However you like to label that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up into that wave, and it's back into 3, going all the way down here to this section, okay? If Matic breaks that, okay, it's just a longer drawn out correction, guys, is all that it is. It's 3, and it come up into a wave, back down. You should have a wave over here, so it'd be like this, okay? It'll be like this. Here's your 3-wave move. Here's up, and then it's going to come back down. It should have a move over here, and then it's going to come back down to finish off this section over here. So then you have your wave over here and then off, okay? That can happen, guys, and drag this out even longer and bore more people out of the market and frustrate them, okay? We're with some of these assets, guys, I'll be straight up with you. We're in very, very frustrating times. We're in this section. The crypto market is in this section, guys, more or less like it was in S&P 500, okay? So that's why I'd be checking with Matic. Either way, whether it becomes a longer drawn-out correction, it's going to have a move over here, okay, in my opinion. If you're bullish, then more bullish on it. It went up into this wave. It's a long, drawn-out flat, which flats are designed to take up time. They're designed to take up time and frustrate you big time. And then it might do another wave over here when Bitcoin does a correction, and it might come back down. So then you can see with Matic, right in this section over here, just like this, guys, how Matic could be going sideways and frustrate people even out more, and then eventually can get out of there, guys. So you can see here with Matic in this section, boom, and then up in 3, back in 3, back down in 3 again, and that whole section right there is another flat, okay, and another flat. So the market is telling me with these flats, particularly Matic, is that it's not ready to make that. It's setting itself up to make this rip over here sometime in the future, guys. Okay. And it's going to go quick. It's going to go quick. It's going to go quick, and it's going to be done before people know it, whenever it decides to do it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's going to move from here to here really, really quick, probably in less than 60 days, and it'll be here, and it'll go into another correction. Since these 2s are long and drawn out, taking their time, and this 2s could be long and drawn out, taking its time, the 4th wave is probably going to be very deep and quick, very deep and quick. So, you know, here's it goes up 1, 2, 1, 2, and wherever this is going to end, it's going to go up into that 3, and I'll have a 4 wick down like that, pop back up, and then I'll be able to finish that off, guys. So that's how I'm looking at it with Matic. And I just wanted to do that because so many people, man, are just like getting so bearish. That's all. Look at it. It's bearish. It's bearish. It went up into a wave, guys. Look, back in 3. Repeat it. Up into a wave, back in 3. Up into a wave, and potentially back in 3. This section right here, just pay attention to the 94, 94-ish. See if it maintains that, and see what it's going to do over here. Like I said, on the daily chart, guys, you take a look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Back down here. You can see these oscillators are getting pretty deep. I'm not saying it's going to rip out of there today, but it's getting ready to do a move over here, okay? It's getting ready to do a move over there. So that's how I'd be looking at that. It makes sense with Bitcoin because Bitcoin's coming down maybe a little bit more, drag Matic down, and then Bitcoin should be making a move over there. So Matic should be making a move over here, okay? If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.